So I've had so many people ask me how you find the Naturist beach, so I thought I'd do this easy to follow, step-by-step instructional guide for you. So once you get to this part of Hastings Old Town, you want to head to the top of the East Hill Railway, which is up there. So there's a pub there called the Dolphin Inn. You can either do a left there, which takes you up the flight of stairs. It is a long climb and a hard climb. Or if you go past the Dolphin Inn, you've got the East Hill Railway there. So it depends on the time of the day and how fit you are as the route you want to travel up the top. But you do need to go right up the top. You can see people come down the stairs now. That's where you have to head for, up the top of there. So, because the railway's closed today, your only option is the steep stairs, which are right by the pub, opposite the fishermen's huts down below. But from here you get a spectacular view out across the fun fair and the beach and everything at Hastings. The castle over in the distance. And you're entering Hastings Country Park, Nature Reserve. And there you'll see Barley Lane's advertised. So you want to head up that way. Unless you want to head up the stairs there, which is just to the right of the lift. And just behind these bushes there's a fire beacon there. So you can either head up there, up the stairs. But if you've walked up the if you walked up them stairs, I think you'll need a rest when you get to here. So once you're at the top of the stairs, or the cliffside railway, depending which way you've travelled up, you've walked past the fire beacon there, where that ice cream van is, and you come across this point. So you can either take the right hand route up through the middle or up to the left. I prefer to take up to the left. It's the easiest, gentlest climb, and you need to head for the left hand corner anyway. So absolutely stunning views from up here. All the churches and Hastings Old Town. You've got the pier in the distance. To the right of the pier you've got the castle on the top of the hill where the other cliff railway is, and then the coastline that just follows all the way around. Absolutely spectacular views. But you want to keep following over to the far left hand corner. Just follow the route round. Unless of course you've clambered up over the top, but enjoy. Got a nice view of Hastings from here. But I've reached the corner where I said about where some bins are. You want to head off down that track there, which then brings you out at Rockland Lane. It's only about 50 foot down there. Just enjoy the views when you get to this point. So after emerging out of Hastings Country Park in the corner, you come across this gate here, which takes you into Rockland Lane. So you want to head off in that direction. So once you get to the end of Rockland Lane, you come to Barley Lane, and from that point there you want to turn right, heading towards, there's a sign there that says Shear Barn by a red post box there, Shear Barn Holiday Village, which is up in that direction. So once we reach this point, there's a car park there, Hastings Country Park Nature Reserve, Barley Lane. Then it's continuing on that way past Sheer Barn Holidays and Touring Park, and just on your left you've got a welcome to the Dave Brown Memorial Ground, home of the Junior Club Tackaway. No, a football thing, so. But the way you want to head is straight up past Sheer Barn and then up past the Touring Field on the left and keep going up Barley Lane there. So upon getting to this point, Sheer Barn Touring Field, which is there on our left, we continue on Barley Lane in that direction. So once you've got to this point of Barley Lane, or the end of Barley Lane, just past the campsite here on the left, there's a big touring field there, Sheer Barn Holiday Village. You go through that gate there. Remember to drop off any rubbish on your way, any chip wrappers or anything you have. So there's only one more bin after this one, so please try to drop your rubbish off at this point before proceeding up that way. So we're just about to leave Barley Lane. We're going to head off down that track there, down towards Fairlight Glen, Rockland Glen, Scenic Walks. There's a little notice board here which shows you where you are and everything. We're going to head off down that way, but before doing that, this is your last bin on the way down to the beach, so please make sure you use the bin. Any rubbish you have, chip wrappers and everything else, dispose of your litter. And on the same on the way back out, any litter you have, bring with you up from the beach in a carrier bag and dispose of them in the bins responsibly. Keep the beach clean for everyone's use. So once you reach this point here, Barn Pond, Ecclesbourne Glen, access denied with livestock in field, Fairlight Glen Upper, Warren Glen, Fire Hills, Barley Lane, Fairlight Road, picnic site, North Seat, blah blah blah. Anyway, like I say, once you've reached this point here, head on through that gap there, Hastings Country Park Nature Reserve, Gate 5, and the actual Naturist beach itself is further down that track. It's about a mile. The good news is it's all downhill. If you just fancy a walk through the country park and everything, obviously you could go that way, but this is where we came in from Barley Lane and arrived at this point here. So if you've come down from Barley Lane, chances are you've come down through here to this point, or from further along there's a car park up by the radar station area. You would have come down this path here. So anyway, once you reach this point, you can head up over that like bridge structure there and round the top, which gives you totally amazing views. Or my preferred route is to come down this way, and just down here on the left I've got a rubbish bag on the floor. Morning. That's my bag of rubbish there. So yeah, my preferred route, you can carry on down here, but the route I like to take is just down the bottom of these steps. You've got the dripping well, which is like a little dripping waterfall. Well, I say little, it's actually big, but it just trickles down the walls. And then there's a path runs down through the woodland, following the stream. So it doesn't matter which one of them 3 routes, either this one down following the stream or up over the top for the scenic route. And they all come out down by that oak tree. One thing I will say, it does depend on the weather, because if you go down following the stream, if it's been raining, it can be quite slippery along that route. This route down here is quite a steep climb, and the one up over the top is most probably the easiest route for families. There's just a really steep climb when you get down by the oak tree, but that is the most scenic of the routes, unless you like the woodland walk. So after coming down that steep incline from the top of Barley Lane down through Fairlight Glen, once you get down to the bottom here, there's a little sign here, number 16, says Upper Fairlight Glen, which is the way I've just shown you. Barley Lane, 3/4 mile. Fairlight Road picnic site, 1¼ miles. So basically, bear a left here. Obviously, if you're coming down that way. And then you've got, I call it the Raggedy Oak. And you can see why. Look, it's a little bit raggedy looking. So the other 2 ways easily to get down here is if you find the dripping well or the stream and follow it down, it brings you down this path here. Or if you take the upper route over the top of the dripping well, which takes you up to the car park area and up towards the radar station, bring you down this path here. So anyway, once you reach the Raggedy Oak, there is a sign here. There's the stream coming down and continuing onwards. It says here, due to the ongoing cliff fall, access to the beach is closed. Should you choose to make your own way down to the beach, you do so at your own risk. So you just head off down through the opening and follow along that path over there, and you can't go wrong, especially if you listen to the sound of the stream as you go in. It'll take you straight down to the Naturist beach. So like I say, once you reach the bottom point of Fairlight Glen itself, then you're as good as on the beach. Let's wander on. Or once you reach this point here, as you can see, it says clothing optional, beach ahead. Someone's written on there something like hippies and cliff diving. I don't think so. But yeah, beach is just down through there. When you get down the bottom, someone's put some stones down there at the bottom of the steps, pointing to the right, which is the way easiest access down to the beach itself. Or you head off left, which then takes you up into the wooded area, in the woodlands. So, over the years, people have put stepping stones to be able to climb up and down here, and there's a rope as well to give you some assistance once we get a bit further up here. This is the easiest route, but I tend to go down that track there. I'm always in too much of a hurry to get on the beach. On a wet and drizzly day like this, you do have to be a little bit careful of your footing. There's the rope I was saying about. Takes you up to this point, and from there you have a fairly decent view of the beach and the woodland. So all the woodland you see there, it's all naturist, and the beach obviously is Naturist beach. Climb a tiny bit higher.